Have you ever wondered how it feels to be forgotten by the very people who are supposed to love you most? This is the story of a little girl who was left behind in school, not by strangers, but by her own parents. Before I begin, please hit that subscribe button because stories like this will open your heart and remind you what truly matters in life. Now, let's begin. The morning sun of Lagos shimmered through the curtains of the Adeyemi family's small but beautiful bungalow. The sound of horns filled the air as the buses honked down the street. Inside, chaos reigned as usual. "Where's my tie?" shouted Mr. Adeyemi, flipping through piles of clothes. "Mommy, I can't find my shoes," cried Tommy, their 8-year-old daughter, her backpack hanging awkwardly from one shoulder. Her mother, Mrs. Adeyemi, was busy trying to iron her husband's shirt while stirring a pot of oats. The TV played in the background, the newscaster talking about traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge. "Ah, everyone should hurry up, Joel," the mother said. "We're already late." Tommy stood quietly by the door, her tiny face nervous but patient. She was used to this, the daily rush, the shouting, the clattering. Her parents loved her. She knew that. But lately, they were always too busy to sit down for breakfast, too busy to listen to her talk about school, too busy to even notice the sadness that sometimes clouded her eyes. That morning, they hurried out, stuffing bread into their mouths, Tommy clutching a lunchbox like a soldier holding a weapon. As the car sped towards Sunrise Primary School, Tommy looked at her parents from the back seat, both on their phones, scrolling, talking, planning. She whispered softly, "Mommy, today is open day." Her mother said distractedly. "Open day, Mommy. You're supposed to come and meet my teacher." Yes, we'll come. Remind me later, okay?" Her mother replied, still typing. Tommy looked out the window. She sighed. "You always say that," she whispered to herself. At school, the bell rang and parents started arriving for open day. Teachers set up their classrooms neatly, displaying charts and exercise books. Tommy's best friend, Moyo, ran up to her. "Tommy, my mom said she'll buy me ice cream after the meeting. What about you?" Tommy smiled shyly. "My parents said they'll come." She believed it, or at least she wanted to. Hours passed. Parents came and left. The classroom emptied slowly until only Tommy and her teacher, Mrs. Williams, were left. "Tommy, your parents haven't come?" the teacher asked softly. Tommy shook her head, trying to smile. "Maybe they're stuck in traffic, Ma." Mrs. Williams nodded, though she looked worried. "Okay, I'll wait with you a little longer." By 4 p.m., the school compound was silent. The cleaners had begun mopping the corridors. The sun dipped low, painting the sky orange. Mrs. Williams made a call, no answer. Another call, still nothing. "Tommy," she said gently, "do you know your parents' phone number?" "Yes, Ma." She recited it. They tried again. Voicemail. By 6:30 p.m., the school gates were locked. Tommy sat on the bench outside the staff room, clutching her small pink bag. Mosquitoes buzzed around. The sky was turning dark. Meanwhile, at home, the Adeyemi household was unusually quiet. Mr. Adeyemi slumped on the couch, removing his shoes. Traffic today was something else. Mrs. Adeyemi dropped her bag and went straight to the kitchen. "I'm so tired. Those clients nearly frustrated me today." It wasn't until 8:45 p.m. when the silence hit them. No sound of Tommy's laughter. No tiny feet running around. "Wait!" her mother said, freezing. "Where's Tommy?" Her husband blinked. "She's in her room, Abby." They rushed upstairs. The bed was empty. Her shoes were still at the door, her school books on the table. "Oh my God," her mother whispered, panic rising in her throat. "We forgot our child." Within minutes, they were in the car, speeding through the streets. Mrs. Adeyemi was crying. "How could we? What kind of parents forget their only child?" Mr. Adeyemi gripped the steering wheel tightly, sweat dripping from his forehead. "Call the school! Call the teacher!" But no one answered. The school lines were closed. The security gate at the compound was locked. Then a voice called out in the dark, "Not that small pikin you dey find." It was the night guard, emerging from the shadows with a flashlight. "Yes, yes," cried Mrs. Adeyemi. "She dey for staff room. Her teacher stay with her since afternoon." They ran in. There, on a wooden bench, under the dull glow of a bulb, sat little Tommy, fast asleep in her school uniform, head resting on her backpack. Her face was streaked with tears. Her food box lay open, untouched. Mrs. Adeyemi fell to her knees, weeping silently as she touched her daughter's hand. "Tommy, I'm so sorry." The teacher looked at them sternly. "Parents, we all get busy, but nothing should ever make us forget our children." Mr. Adeyemi nodded, ashamed beyond words. Tommy woke up on the ride home, her small voice barely a whisper. "Mommy, did you forget me?" Her mother's lips trembled. "We didn't mean to, my baby. We're so sorry." "But I waited, Mommy. Everyone went home, even the cleaners." A tear slid down her father's cheek. "We'll never let this happen again." That night, they didn't eat dinner. They sat together on the bed, holding Tommy tightly between them. For the first time in years, they turned off their phones. They listened to her talk about her drawings, her friends, her dreams. And when she fell asleep, her father whispered, "I almost lost her to my own carelessness." Weeks passed. The Adeyemi home became quieter, not from silence, but from peace. No more shouting in the mornings, no more phones at the table. Mr. Adeyemi began dropping Tommy off himself and waiting to wave goodbye. Mrs. Adeyemi started coming to school events again, bringing snacks and smiles. Their marriage, which had been quietly drifting apart, began to heal. It all started from the night they almost lost their daughter to forgetfulness. Sometimes we get so busy chasing life that we forget the very people who are our life. It's not just about forgetting your child in school. It's about forgetting to listen, forgetting to care, forgetting to love. Tomi forgave her parents, but not every child gets that chance. So if you're listening to this story right now, remember, love is not about providing everything. It's about being present. If this story touched your heart, don't just scroll away. Click that subscribe button so you don't miss more real life stories that remind us of the power of love, family, and forgiveness. And remember, sometimes the smallest moments are the ones that teach us the biggest lessons.